Okay, we are now live for this Friday, the 13th special request technical analysis. So everybody can see this, but only my YouTube members have suggested me stocks to analyze. Let me just change my lights a bit. So, but at least even if you are not a member, you can still benefit from this. You can watch this even if you are not a member. So let me just change the what's it called? Special request template. I think it looks like this. No, this is an old one. I need a new one. I need the new one. Special request template. I have so many. Sorry. This is better. And let me just put the better title for this. Hello. Can I change it, please? Okay. So special request stock market analysis. Et voilà. So let's go. Let's just start. So first one, AFRM, Affirm holding. So it has been going down. This was the downward resistance. It broke it. And this is a great example because breaking a downward resistance does not necessarily mean that the stock is going up. Because if we look at this here, this is a low, this is a low, this is a low. So, but this is still a low. So, you know, it's still making a low. But, and it's still making lower highs, you know, the highs are just going lower like this, lower highs, and you know, this looks like a top also, a lower highs. But what did happen here? So there was some earnings, and earnings call that was pretty good actually. Pretty good, 58% surprise and 3% surprise, so that's not too bad. Then look at the volume here. The volume is increasing a lot. So so two things can happen. Well, sorry, let me just change this. So these are two resistance right here, and they were support at some point, but now they are resistance here, resistance here. So to be really sure that things are going somewhere, you can wait until the stock breaks this. But then, you know, the stock is at 24 and breaking this is at 48. So that's a lot of money right there. So that's 100% profit. So then you could decide to play it a little bit more tightly. You can play it a little bit more tightly. If we break this one here with a good stochastic, then you can get in. You can get in, and then this will give you maybe a little bit of a profit here. Just be careful that, you know, it could go like this, or it could do something like this, you know. So we don't have that line yet. So this line here, this lower, this higher lows line, we don't have it yet. So is it going to be like this? I would be surprised. Is it going to be like this? It's going to be, you know, so this is a line that we don't have right now, and that would be very interesting to get it. So we are going to get it at some point. You know, it might do something like this, and then you get it. So then here would be a nice entry point. And then it might not break this one, it might just do this, and here it might just be super close that it might do something like this. So just keep in mind that if you enter here, then, you know, maybe it's going to do this and it's going to do that, and then you might feel disappointed, but maybe it's just making those higher lows. So just decide what you want to do. Decide what you want to do. Decide what you want to risk. Decide how much you want to risk. Decide for how long you want to keep it. It's okay to keep a stock just for a couple of days. It's okay. Everything's okay. And you decide. So that's it for Affirm Holdings. Now, Transmedic Group. Okay, so, you know, in terms of the lows, you know, the lows are getting higher. Lows are getting higher right here. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Well, yeah. You know, it was nicer right here. And it had a little bit of a problem here. And then it went super high, super fast, came back down. And here it's going high again. So, yeah. So this is an uptrend. So the stock is in an uptrend. The best place to buy is when the stock hits support, but sometimes sometimes we have support here, so we have a double support kind of thing here also. Yeah, so here it did not go as low, you know, it didn't touch right here, it just went like this. I tend not to like to get in after a big green candle like this, because after a big green candle, it almost feels like it's too late, you know. If it's a gradual thing, then that's a lot easier. But again, it's the earnings that made the surprise here. This is what made the stock jump like crazy. And then some traders decided to sell, and then the buyers are still back. So, you know, you can buy here. So you can buy on support at any point. Here it's a little high. I don't know if this is going to last. You know, it could pull back down again. And then you could do something like this and then wait for the stock to break this again. So maybe this is the higher chance. This is the oh, sorry, I need to, yeah, sorry, this is unlisted. This is why I was wondering, why is this not, I don't have any people here, so I was surprised a bit. And let me just put this this post right here. Going live, doing special requests now. Boom. Okay. I'm just whoops, just going to check if this is, yeah, public. I monetize, I'm sorry. Okay, so back. So yeah, this is what it is. This is what it is. SELH, Celsius Holding. Oh yeah, we had looked at this in the past. Yes, so you know, this is what I have done. You know, it looks like it wants to break. Has it broken? Look at this here. Ooh, this is nice surprise. This is nice. Maybe it's not too late to get in. We have a break here. We have a break, but sometimes it broke just a little bit outside here and then came back down. So see how precise this is, you know, this exactly on the same line. So I would look at it Monday. I would look at it Monday to see if it wants to go, you know, if it wants to go further. But this is very close to be ready to, yeah, well, you can buy it right now. You can buy it right now. There is a little bit of a risk that this can be going down. There's a little bit of a risk, but is that very risky? Maybe not. The volume is pretty good, and there is great news here, and there was some great, whoops, was there some great news here too? Yeah, great news here. Great news, great news. And then it came down. Okay, so just wait a little bit. Just wait and take a look at it here, because this is the good news is that it went far above that resistance. The bad news is that it came back and closed within it. So that's the bad news. The good news is that stochastic is at 83. And stochastic was at what, 80 something here when it went down also. So just be careful. Just be careful. But it looks very close to being able to work. And DMI is green, RSI is over 50, MACD almost crossed over bullish, stochastic at 80, which is above 60, which is what we like. So close, 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 close. Pay attention. PNG, Procter and Gamble. Okay, this is looking like the S&P 500 almost. So, you know, when I draw lines, I don't like to see something like this, you know, a big drop like this. So this is almost like an exception. And if we look at the trend, you know, maybe I want to do it like this. Yeah, I want to do it like this. And maybe there is a little bit of a double support. Yeah, look at this. Look at how it fits perfectly. If it fits, it means that you put your line in the right place. You know, we have a bottom line and we have an upper line. Boom, 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 boom. So that's a pretty good line. So there was an uptrend. Well, there's an uptrend. Here, yeah, here this is not as precise. Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Yeah. So within this uptrend, there's a little bit of that. There's a small downtrend here. So depending on how short term you are, but you know, if it bounces a little bit off of here with a good stochastic, then you might take a ride from 153 to 163, and then it might do this, and then at some point it should break this resistance right here. So once that happens, that's a good signal, and I'm trying to lower this. So that's a good signal. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's a good signal to buy here until 180 something. So that's a nice run, 160 to 180. Yeah. So that's the thing here. Okay, so that's for PG, Procter and Gamble. So just to remind everybody that this is a special request video for my members. So my members suggested these stocks here for me to analyze, but I share this live to everybody as a marketing tool. Okay, so Alphabet. Let's go, you know, downtrend. Downtrend, Alphabet is in a downtrend. So it's not really the time to buy. Maybe it's going to do something like this, but in a downtrend, it's riskier to buy against the trend. The trend is like this. This is against the trend, so this is riskier. So what is less risky is to wait for something like this and then short it, because you are in the same direction as this, which is the down direction. So follow the trend and trade within the trend. We have a saying in French that you need to pet a cat in the right, in the right, what's the word I'm looking for? In the right direction that the hair go. You don't go against the hair. You go in the same direction. This is the same thing here. Yeah, it's less risky to go in the same direction as the trend. That's for Google. Let me do all of these. Special requests, and then I'm gonna look at the comments. It's a nice day today. It's a nice day today. Less people here live. Okay. Oh boy. Nvidia. Nvidia. Look at this. You know, it broke this big support here. Huge support. It just went right through it. Boom. And this is nice to see that it went through it, confirmed it, and went down. So pretty weak, huh? Pretty weak Nvidia. And Nvidia, pretty weak. Enough said. It's just going down, so let it go down. Babylon holding. Okay, it had its 14%, but it does not seem to have impacted much. Huh? Does not seem like it did much. This is the resistance right here. As usual, you know, you can catch a little swing here. This is hard. This is harder to catch, you know, if you want to catch something that's very tight like this here, because there's not much distance between the two, well, between the stock and the resistance. You can switch on the 1 hour chart and try to catch it when stochastic goes over 60, you know, and maybe also here when we cross this. So you can take a look at that. Tragic Katten med Haren. Okay, Katten is cat. The rest I'm not sure. Danish, Denmark. I've been to Copenhagen. Yeah, I spent 2 weeks in Copenhagen almost 10 years ago as a business trip. That was interesting. That was nice. Okay, so let's go to Woozix. Okay, well, this one, you know, it was coming up here, then it just went outside one day and then came back down. How disappointing. So sometimes this is, there are different ways of doing this here. So once you have a stock that breaks a resistance, you can buy right away the next day, or you can wait for 2 days. You can wait for 2 days outside of resistance to confirm that it's going to stay there. And here, the second day was already coming down, and then the next day opened lower, so boom, it was done. So if you want less risk, you can wait for 2 days. So, you know, what can I say with this? Yeah, this is the new resistance that you need to watch, because the support right here was broken, so it's not registering. So wait for this part here, and stochastic is getting closer, and stochastic is at 41.94. So this is getting closer to 60. So look at this, that's interesting. Apple. Okay. So Apple went down to 138, 138, bouncing a little bit, but you know, will this bounce really last? You know, this is the steepness at which it went in the last week or so, and the stock is still in a downtrend right here, downtrend, and it went even outside of the downtrend, steeper here. Is it going to come back here? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If it goes back there, then you can act, and if it does not happen, you don't act. So then this is the safest way of investing and trading. If what you want to see happens, you take action. If not, you don't risk any money, and you stay cash. Okay, ARC. ARC. It could not break this. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what I did here last time. But yeah, if we extend this, are we going to see something? Yeah. So it started to do a congestion here. But then, you know, it started, came outside, came back in, and now it's going like this. Everything is, well, many things are going down. Many things are going down. This fund was worth $100, $120. This is a quarter of the value. This is why, again, I don't buy and hold, because if you buy and hold, if you hold within a downtrend, you can take a beating. You can take a beating, and why take a beating when you have profit on paper? You can convert that profit into real money and keep it aside. Keep it aside. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this here. Yeah, see, yeah. This one is not as easy to understand. Maybe this is what's happening here. Yeah, okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. And maybe this makes sense. No, I thought it would make more sense. Well, it's touching here pretty nice. It's touching here pretty nice. Here, not so much, you know, not so much. So yeah, I'm hesitating because it's not very clear cut. But one thing for sure is that you know, this is down like this. This one is nice here. So that's the first signal here. It's the first signal, but then it's going to do something like this, and then you can start to draw where the next higher low is going to be, and that will give you your support line, and then the stock should be bouncing on this at a certain steepness. Okay, so Nick J, are we going to rally? That's a big question. That's a big question. So let's look at Dow Jones briefly. Let's look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones is not looking super good, huh? So we have, this is the weekly chart. So we started a downward trend. You know, this could still be seen as congestion. It's going sideways. It's going sideways with a small exception. But now that small exception is becoming a downtrend like this. So so we might be doing a little bit of a bump up. We might be a little bit, but until we break this, there's no big rally here. So this is the resistance that we need to break. And S&P 500, same thing. We need to break resistance for the trend to reverse. Nasdaq, same thing. So everything's going down. So every move up so far is just a knee-jerk reaction. So just be careful. Going long in a downtrend, as I mentioned earlier, is not for the faint of heart. So that's it, guys. So this was the special request video for my YouTube members. So I do a special request video like this to help people understand how to do technical analysis, but also how to not make a mistake and buy in a downtrend. So I do one of these special request videos every Friday, and I do it live. Why not do it live? And this is recorded, and so my members, even though they don't watch live, then they can watch it behind the YouTube member paywall. So that's it for this video. So thank you very much for attending, Nick. Thank you. When I do them this late, I don't get many people. When I do them just around dinner, this is better. And it's so nice outside that I bet many people are just outside. So thank you. Have a great weekend, and I will tell you à la prochaine.